It's a tiny little thing, about the size of a lentil, but it holds a secret with 99% power. So how can something so small have such a massive impact? Well, today, we're going to decode the birth control pill together. We're going to uncover the complete guide that will totally change the way you think about it. 99%. Let's just pause on that number for a second. 99%. That's the theoretical effectiveness of the pill when it's used perfectly. I mean, that's a number that is getting really, really close to perfection. But that just opens the door to an even bigger question. And this is where our investigation really begins. If the pill itself is practically flawless with a 99% success rate, then what's the real culprit when things go wrong? Well, the answer isn't in the chemistry of the pill. It's in the user manual. The secret is hiding in the tiny details, and we're about to expose them. Okay, part 1. The secret of the 99%. Let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how this tiny pill cleverly conducts this complex orchestra of hormones inside your body. It's pretty amazing, actually.
I want you to imagine the pill is like a professional operations commander, and it sends out 3 very strict orders. The first order goes straight to the ovaries. Halt ovulation immediately. The second order builds a defensive wall. It makes the cervical mucus thick and sticky, basically creating an impenetrable barrier that's super hard for sperm to get through. And finally, as a backup plan, it sends a third order to the uterine lining, making it unsuitable for any fertilized egg to implant. It's a full-on 3-dimensional defense strategy. Part 2. Choosing your path. So, now that we've figured out how the engine works, it's time to pick the right car. Not all pills are the same, you see, and choosing the wrong type could take you on a pretty uncomfortable ride. So let's get to know the options. We've got 2 main teams in the game. First up are the combination pills, or COCPs. These have 2 hormones, estrogen and progestin. Then you've got the second team, the mini pills, or POPs, which only have progestin. Now, the key difference between them really shows up for breastfeeding mothers. The combination pills can sometimes affect milk supply, so doctors often prefer the mini pill during that time. But that's just one example. And that leads us to probably the single most important piece of advice in this entire breakdown. Trying to choose a pill on your own is like trying to diagnose yourself using the internet. You might get lucky, but you're taking a huge risk. Your doctor's the expert who has the complete map of your health, and they are the only one who can plot the safest and most suitable course for you. Seriously, never, ever skip this step. All right, part 3, the user's guide. So you've got your prescription, and now it's time to decode the pill pack itself. Let's learn the rules step by step. First up, the 28-day pack. Think of this as a continuous, non-stop system. You start on the first day of your period. For 21 days, you take the active, hormone-containing pills. Then you get to 7 reminder pills. These are either placebos or sometimes contain iron, and this is when your period happens. The big advantage here is building the habit. You take a pill every single day, no breaks. As soon as one pack ends, you start a new one the very next day. Simple. Now, the 21-day pack requires a little more precision. You take 1 pill a day for 21 days, then you stop completely for exactly 7 days. Not 6, not 8, 7. Then on the 8th day, you start a new pack. And this is key. You start it even if your period isn't over yet. For this one, your calendar is your best friend. But whether your pack has 21 pills or 28, there is one law that governs them all, the golden rule. It is so simple, but it is absolutely non-negotiable. Same time, every day. Think of it like you're setting a very precise clock. Any change in timing can throw the whole system off. So link it to a solid daily habit, like when you brush your teeth or right before you go to bed. Make it an automatic part of your routine. Part 4, the emergency plan. Okay, so you've been sticking to the routine, but then the unthinkable happens. You forget a pill. This is the scenario that worries everyone, and it's what separates that perfect 99% from reality. But you don't need to panic. We have a detailed emergency plan for every situation. Before we get into the details, just take a deep breath. The most important thing is not to panic. It happens to a lot of people, and the solutions are actually pretty straightforward. Staying calm is the first step to handling it correctly. Okay, scenario 1, you missed a single combination pill. The fix is simple and direct. As soon as you remember, take the missed pill. Just take it. Then continue as normal and take today's pill at its regular time. And yes, that might mean taking 2 pills in one day, which is perfectly safe. Your protection is considered continuous. Now, scenario 2. You've missed 2 pills in a row. This is where the alert level goes up. The rule is take the last pill you missed, just ignore that first missed one, and then take today's pill at its regular time. But most importantly, your hormone levels have now dropped, so you need to activate Plan B. You have to use a backup method of birth control for the next 7 days, no exceptions. And a special warning for anyone on the mini pill. These pills are not forgiving when it comes to timing. Your window is just 3 hours. If you are more than 3 hours late taking your pill, you are no longer protected. You have to treat it just like a missed pill. Take it as soon as you remember and use a backup method for the next 7 full days. Precision is absolutely everything here.
And finally, part 5, you're in control. We've journeyed deep inside this tiny pill. We've learned its language and its rules. Now it's time to bring all that knowledge together into a summary that puts you in complete control. If you only remember 3 things from this entire breakdown, let it be these. Number 1, punctuality. Your watch is your strongest ally. Same time, every day. Number 2, consultation. Your doctor is your first and last resource. And number 3, consistency. Never start or stop taking the pill without a green light from your doctor. These are the 3 pillars of protection.
At the end of the day, knowledge is power. This pill is no longer just some medication. It's now a clear tool in your hands. Understanding its user manual is what turns that 99% from just a number on a piece of paper into a reality in your life. And now you have that knowledge and that power.